all, and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be reviewing my Flaneurz roller skates based off of my personal experience and hopefully helping you determine whether or not Flaneurz roller skates are for you. So let's get into it. So today I'll be talking about the purchasing process for the custom shoe option if that's something that you're interested in. I'll be talking about the ankle support for this skate along with reviewing the Flaneurz as a street skate and a jam skate. I'll be talking about the durability of these skates and then finish it off with my final thoughts. So first, I think it's important to note why you need the skates and what you think you're going to be using them for, because I assume that anyone watching this, you already have a pair of roller skates, so this would be an additional pair that you'd be investing in. I'm going to start off with why I decided to purchase my Flaneurz skates, and it really stems from the fact that I started to roller skate around the city of Toronto, and it got really difficult for me to get on and off of transit when I was commuting between locations. So I decided that maybe that'd be a really good option just because I can easily take them off, get on public transit, and put them back on and continue my skate journey. For me, the Flaneurz were kind of like that opportunity to have something that's really versatile and I'm able to go around the city walking and then click them in when I want to start skating. I also found that the Flaneurz would be really helpful in instances where sometimes you're skating and it's really nice concrete and then all of a sudden it changes to something that's not skatable. So with the Flaneurz, I was just kind of like, okay, this is perfect. I can just pop them off, walk over the area, and then pop them back on. So I also want to just make a quick note about how I purchased my custom roller skates through Flaneurz because I am in Canada and their company is in France. So I went to a Nike store near me to check out the same model in the store just to make sure that I had the right sizing. When I was emailing with the Flaneurz team and one of their representatives sent me a link and I went through all of the options that were in the store and I found this shoe, which I really loved. I loved the yellow laces, I loved the yellow here and the pink, and I just felt like there was just enough color on it for me. And so I shipped this shoe from the France Nike store to the Flaneurz headquarters. Way cheaper than ordering from a Nike store in Ontario and shipping it all the way to France. So that's kind of how I figured out the top portion of my skate. In terms of the bottom, I went with the Blaster roll line. You can see it here. There we go. I went with the premium option because I wanted it to be more durable. I know the way I skate and I wanted to make sure that these would last as long as possible. Another thing to note is that when your Flaneurz arrive, they will come with wheels and they also came with a really big toe stop, which I removed. I put a jam plug in and then I also changed the wheels out to something that I was more comfortable in. Another thing I almost forgot to mention, but if you're looking at doing a custom skate, definitely make sure to check in with customer service at Flaneurz and make sure that the shoe that you've chosen is compatible. Because when I was picking my shoe, the first design that I chose, they told me the shoe was not compatible with the Flaneurz manufacturing. Okay, so let's move on to the ankle support because I feel like that's something that a lot of people wonder about. So if I'm being super honest, for me, when I first got the skates, that was definitely a learning curve. I remember going out for the first time in them, just skating forward, and I remember how uncomfortable I felt because I just didn't have that additional support that I was used to in my other roller skates. And so skating backwards just took a little bit of time. And I'd say that there are certain movements where you can be a little bit more flimsy with your ankle when you're in a full boot roller skate over the Flaneurz. Because for example, a move like dips, I found to be really difficult when I first started on the Flaneurz because your ankle is exposed and it's just easier for it to kind of like bend. I definitely would have some moments where I would just fall out of nowhere because I got a little bit too comfortable on the Flaneurz doing moves that I was very comfortable doing on my other skates. I actually had one of my skate friends try out the Flaneurz and that happened to her where she was doing a move that she's done millions of times before that she's super comfortable with. Because the shoe didn't go all the way up to the ankle, her ankle kind of twisted to the side, which as I mentioned can sometimes be normal when you're first getting used to the skate. I will note, obviously, if you're somebody who's a derby skater or you started skating on the boots that are lower, then I guess there'd be really no difference for you because you're very comfortable and you're familiar with that setup. Whereas someone like me, I started with like a full boot roller skate. I've never used derby skates, so transitioning to this shoe design was definitely a transition. It's important to note though that I chose this model, but there are also Flaneurz models that are high tops so that you have a bit of more of that ankle support if you really want and need that. But yeah, in all, I would just say that it is a learning curve. However, you can do it. The last note I'll mention is that when I'm in my Flaneurz, I tend to bend my knees way more and put more of my weight in both of the shoes, and I always keep them staggered, especially when I am street skating. I find that helps me stay more stable. Okay, so getting into street skating with the Flaneurz, this is how I use mine 99% of the time. These Flaneurz have been all over the place. This was the main reason that I purchased the Flaneurz, and I'd say that they are living up to the hype. They're doing everything that I need them to do. I have skated with them in Toronto, I've skated with them in Saga, I've gone to Denmark, England, all over the place with these skates, and they do exactly what I need them to do. I can pop them off, walk around the city, pop them back on, skate around when I need to. These Flaneurz were also how I used to commute to work. I'd get off at Union Go train station and I would skate to my workplace. So these were being used weekly at the very least. And I'll definitely say, as I've been saying throughout this video, it definitely took time to get there, but over time I got way more comfortable and they're just amazing. Another thing I love about my Flaneurz is that they allow me to have more dance breaks in my life, which is just an 11 out of 10. I can keep them on way longer and I take them off right before the bus shows up to the bus stop. I've used my Flaneurz to go to the grocery store, I've used it to go to shoppers, literally all over the place. So definitely, if you are somebody looking for a skate to street skate in that's versatile, I would 1000% recommend the Flaneurz. Okay, let's get into gym skating with the Flaneurz. So before I say anything, I want to say this is my personal opinion and like what I'm most comfortable with, so it might be different for you, or other people may have other opinions. So for me, I find that I can jam skate in the Flaneurz, and I do sometimes. However, if I'm going to a skate party or like the rink, I'm not gonna wear my Flaneurz. These are mainly for me, like these are my transit skates. I use them mainly for that purpose, and while I am on my transit journey, I will maybe dance a little bit in them. I'd say for the moves that I love to do the most and the moves that I'm working on, I would prefer having that extra ankle support there for me, and so I would just opt to use my regular full boot roller skate over the Flaneurz. But yeah, that being said, I do enjoy experimenting with my Flaneurz and trying out new moves on them, seeing what's possible and getting more comfortable on them. And again, as I mentioned before, if you're somebody who is a derby skater or you started off on skates with the lower cut ankle, then obviously this would be different for you. You'd be more comfortable, and that might be something that you would do in these Flaneurz skates. Okay, next up is durability. Let's get into it. I've had these skates for, I don't even know, I'm gonna say 2.5, 3 years, but yeah, like they've been super durable, especially the way that I skate and the amount I skate on them. Literally, I would definitely recommend and say that they're worth their money. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a 360 on the skates so you can see, but this is what my skates look like after the amount of time that I've been using them. I can also show you the bottom here. I'd say the only place that I've kind of worn down has been this front piece here, and that's just because I think sometimes I'll just hit it when I'm doing something, or like maybe the jam plug wasn't in. Yeah, you can see here as well. Okay, yeah. One thing I didn't mention is that the base is quite heavy, but again, I did like the premium option. Durability wise, I'm really pleased with them. They have lasted through a lot. Like I have skated through summers, springs, autumns, through leaves with them. I've skated through rain, literally everything, and they are still standing. They are quite expensive, but the thing is, like, the amount of times that I have used them and had a positive experience with them is 1000% worth it. Now let's just get into some final thoughts. So if you're on the fence about if you want to buy Flaneurz roller skates or even the Slades or some of the other options, I hope this video has helped you make that decision. For me, it was a decision made over a long time of constantly looking at other people's experiences on them and seeing how durable, etc. that they were. For me, they have been worth every single penny that was spent on them. And yeah, like I use my Flaneurz all the time. I use them in Toronto. I use them outside of Toronto when I do travel experiences. They're so easy to use, so easy to pop on and pop off with a little Allen key. And I just have had so many incredible memories on these roller skates. They're also such a crowd stopper. I've had multiple times where I'm like in Toronto putting them on or taking them off, and I've had people come up to me asking what the heck these skates are. Yeah, definitely recommend that you make this purchase if you're somebody who fully believes that you're going to utilize these skates in every single way. I love my Flaneurz, and I think that it's honestly one of the coolest purchases I've made in my life. They serve their purpose perfectly and allow me to skate for longer amounts of time while I wait for transit too, which is amazing. If you have any questions on the Flaneurz, please feel free to go into the comment section below, write me a question, and I'll be sure to answer you. But I also want to say that this video was not sponsored. This is truly my opinions on Flaneurz roller skates. I really love their product and the idea and the quality behind it. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that this video has helped you make the decision on whether or not you want to take that plunge into the world of Slades and Flaneurz. And definitely, if you want to ask me any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I will be sure to answer you. If you're interested in following my skate journey, make sure to follow Heinz Sisters Skate, which is my sister and I's skating journey, on Instagram and TikTok, and also hindsight.design on some lifestyle and small business updates. So with that, I'll see you in the next one, and thank you so much. Bye.